2 Alrighty, let's get into my first game.
Here we go.
I'm only going to be doing an hour live stream today because I don't feel great. Well, actually, that's what we need to do. Because I need to remember the driver. Alright, the driver unlocks at... Doesn't really say, but I'll be putting that unlock. And then we'll be enabling double XP. Recommending everybody. Put that there. Oh, I did not realize it was that far down. With today's season 1 update, they have done something very controversial to the game. They have something like that, and then we'll talk about it.
Invincible.
Speed Ghost. The 1 hour speed. As you can see here, instead of having one tab what said open and one what said standard, it now says feature. They say it's because of their so-called data that the SBMM playlist, which is standard mosh pit, one at the very top, funny enough, have more people play it since launch than the open playlist, which had Skirmish, Nuketown, and all the hardcore modes, which I know they were played 100% without a doubt. they were played more than the standard playlist. The standard playlist sometimes was taking up to a minute to 2 minutes to find a game. The longest I waited on open playlist, no matter if it does or doesn't have minimal skill consideration, because that one is a debate. I'm not really wanting to get into that one. But either way, it's taken me 40 seconds to get into this one and a minute to get into the other one. But they set it up to fail, they set it up to rug pull. They've done that too many times today. Standoff match just come out. But they set this up to fail, they've done a rug pull before the game even released. With announcing there'll be 2 game modes at launch, one open playlist and one standard mosh pit where skill is of an importance. Which, yes, people can say this and people have been saying this. They never didn't say they wouldn't have skill-based matchmaking in Black Ops 7. But my argument to that would be, show me Call of Duty which had 2 game modes at launch or during its life cycle. I'm still waiting for an answer from one person, but I know I'm not going to get it because you physically can't find a Call of Duty which has 2 launch mode periods with 2 different names. What people keep saying is, in the beta, they had the standard mosh pit, yes, because they were doing their testing. And Call of Duty did say today, which you cannot believe anything they say when they start saying all this data is now magically going for skill-based matchmaking, when just a couple of weeks ago it wasn't. But according to Activision, Tryout, whoever you want to say makes these statements, I know exactly who makes these statements, and it is not Call of Duty. It is not Activision. Not Sledgehammer Games, not Infinity Ward. It's their lawyers. They have that go through their system to make sure nothing can be brought back and they can get sued for it. Because if you read every single one of their statements, they're very vague with their message. But as soon as it's an unofficial announcement and it's coming through one-game creators like Exclusive Base, like Charlie Intel, they have no problem saying at that point with the so-called Activision rap that the playlist is the same from what the beta was. They even tried playing in the player count, but then just a few days later they're not picking up the charts again, saying it's record high numbers. It's one or the other. It's either a low play count or a skill-based matchmaking. Just be honest with you. Just wanted to go back. It's so fun. They even removed a map bit. No reason behind it. They haven't said what the bug was, but they removed Blackheart from all game modes, including Final Match. Don't know why. They they still never actually made a real. Oh wait, no, yeah, they did make a real announcement on that one. It was a Call of Duty update. We're not doing that, are we? I'm gonna go actual hard point. I only use XP at the start of a prestige. Never really want to use it today. I just want to get to at least level 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. I just want to get off of level 1 at some point today. Standoff is a Black Ops 2 map. I can't remember if it was remastered into another Call of Duty. But they keep bragging about how good the post-launch Black Ops 7 is, but all I see so far is remasters after remasters. Even for the launch of Black Ops 7, it's just a remaster map. Great, we're all gonna sit still. Come on, let's get moving. Bruh. I've got possibly turn it off. I'm gonna check after this game. Because crossplay does seem to end with better lobbies sometimes. How many people are just gonna match up to walk around the corner? I bet you if I look at everybody on my team, there'll be a 0.5 or a 0.5 to a 1 KD. Yeah, I'm just trying, so I can't really complain about that one. Actually, alright, so again, I know it's early in the game, but this match looks high intense SBMM. If this was real, minimal considered matchmaking would be going up for score per minute. Ping would be low. Matchmaking time would be 3 3 to 5 seconds. It's not. It's either minimal considered skill, and then engagement optimized matchmaking cranked through the roof, or it's been a rock pull since day one. Because this has been a matchmaking since day one of the game. In the beta, people were saying it was different. I didn't play the beta because I wasn't actually going to get Judy. I was going to go get not Black Ops, I was going to go get GTA 6, but they delayed that for another season. Well, not another season, another year. Technically 6 months, but it was up to a year at that point. They're gonna lose out on a lot of money next year. And that's if Activision don't delay the game by another year. Never mind, it's not Activision, it's if Rockstar doesn't delay the game for another year. I couldn't care less if Activision just completely rug pulled and never actually brought out Modern Warfare 4. Where the whole game's online and you can't play the game when there's no internet access or their servers go down. They could technically rug pull us at any time and just turn off their servers if they felt like it and just break the game, stop everyone from playing it. To be honest, I'm not surprised if they're going to do that with Black Ops 6, there's no evidence of that yet, but it's not out of the realm of possibilities with the way they're acting. I went on Black Ops 6 yesterday just to do some matchmaking testing on peak hours. Funny enough, both games had the same outcome. But I will tell you this, I did do it in standard matchmaking this test because I thought it would only be fair to do a test of if I'm going to see how strength skill-based matchmaking is in this game, to try and see what it's like with the Black Ops 6. I can't go into open playlist where they claim it to be minimal. So I went into standard yesterday, played a game of standard, then went on to Black Ops 6, played a game with that. It took about 2 minutes to find a game because again nobody likes Black Ops 6 because of how rigged it was. It had the worst hit ridge in the world. But it literally had a 2KD on both teams, so I did the Black Ops 7 game. And then the rest were a 0.5 and a 0.3 on both. What I also do is I've actually been slowly keep above a 1 KD, which just proves in game, optimized matchmaking, skill-based matchmaking is in full effect in the open players, because I'm keeping a KD over 1.10, which on Black Ops 6 my KD was 1.10. Now look at what my Prestige 4 combat record was in a second. It's either a 1.10 or very close to a 1.10. And here comes a little pass. There's this YouTuber called Rick Cod. He's now changed his Call of Duty name to Packet Bass. But he also caught somebody 2-boxing on free-for-all. GG's. I need to see when I unlock Scavenger. I'm just moving to make sure I don't get spotted on. No UAV. Bruh. Of course you wouldn't be camping there. It's embarrassing you have to camp, dude. Here comes my aim again, my aim's coming back. That's for sure not high. Let's check in a second. First of all, the first thing we're doing after we check how much levels we've gone up. Here we go. 20,000 XP we got at level 5. Good, we didn't get booted from the lobby. Stats. Combat record. already did an update. So here are 1.3 for Prestige 4. What I do notice for open playlist, at least once out, I get put in lobbies where everyone just doesn't go for the objective. Level 6 for scan. So that's not even a bad thing. We're gonna search for a new lobby. I bet you will find flagship again. Matchmaking will continue. Matchmaking will continue, but it booted me to the lobby. Makes sense. That makes total sense. Matchmaking will continue, but boot you to the lobby. Good job. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Let me back out to lobby real quick. I'm praying on real quick. I'm gonna just start a poll. Just step up at the top corner. Let me start again. Stand up. There we go. Right. Now it should be the right one. That's only for tip. Let's go to YouTube. Good. My life. Actually, let me reword them.
Hostile UAV established above. Hard point identified. Hard point. Secure the objective.
I feel like I might just leave this game just before to then be put straight back into a point standoff match. I don't mind it. All you gotta do is count. It's actually boring. Just play the game, run around. Stop treating us like fun champions. I'm not staying in the game. We need to stop putting this in a game was already started. Yes. Oh, it is on consequently. Let's do. It might take a little longer. So we are going to a few. I'm doing all three of them. The reason I'm doing all of this is because it should harder. Do you find a game? And look at this. All of my team is non-prestige. That is the engagement optimized matchmaking working for the team. You know me? Thank you.
We're not here to make friends.
Seriously. I'll end the YouTube live stream just so I can put some of the music on and get bored of this music. Why do I have to always be on the worst team possible? And I'm not the best, but why does it always